This is the Uke Revolution. I'm Brooke, and you're watching a lesson for the Rufus and Chaka Khan song, Tell Me Something Good. In this video, I'm going to show you what it looks like and sounds like first, and then talk a little bit about strumming, and then there's 3 different chord progressions to learn to play this song. So we'll learn them 1, 2, 3, just like that. And there will be some chord charts on the screen for you to look at. We're learning this song half a step down from the original key because the chords are easier. So if you want to play with the original recording, original production, you can put a capo on the 1st fret and use these chords. I've also listed the corresponding original key chords in the description box below if you want to check those out. Let me show you what it looks like and sounds like. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. We're going to get through this together. You ain't got no kind of feeling inside. Well, I got something that'll sure enough set your stuff on fire. You refuse to put anything before your pride. Tell my dad to love me, yeah. Tell me something good. Tell my dad to like it, yeah. Alright, a note about strumming. Mostly I'm strumming down because the changes happen pretty rapidly in this song for the most part. When I'm not strumming down, I'm playing up, down, up, 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 up, down, up. This mostly comes at the end of the lines in the verses and in the chorus, but it's optional. You can always just strum down in this song. Okay, so let's learn these parts of the song. For the verse, this is the progression we're using. G, F, E minor, D minor, C, B flat, A minor, G, F7. And this is one of those spots, the F7, where you could use the up, down, up strum. So it looks like a big old mess, right? But it's actually moving backwards through the alphabet, if that gives you like a way to wrap your head around it. And I would recommend taking like a screenshot of this or just writing it down to make a note for yourself. So we're using 1 down strum for each chord. All of these chords, except for the first G, the initial chord in the sequence, comes on the and, if you're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And the G, the first chord, comes on 1. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you do it again. We do that pattern 3 times to play almost all of the verse. The last line is something different. So if you want some more time to practice, you can pause the video, back it up. You can use the speed controls on YouTube to slow down the video to practice. Take a screenshot, write it down, whatever you need to do. If you're ready to move on, we're going to move on. The next sequence is the last line of each verse, and this is, what I got will knock your pride aside. So we're playing A, and then B, and then this B position we're just going to move up fret by fret 1 time for every syllable until we get to a side. On a we stop, and then right after side we go back down here to the G, and we're going to hang out on the G, and you can either play it or you can chunk. Just waiting for the hook to happen. Tell me something good. So that looks like this. A, B, up, 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 pride aside. Dun, 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 dun. So if you're interested to know the names, it's A, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G. What I got will knock your pride aside. So again, if you want to practice that, you can stop the video, back it up, speed controls, take a screenshot. If you're ready to move on, the last thing that we have to learn is the hook. Tell me something good. So we've got two little patterns, and we're going to play them, we're going to alternate them. So we're playing G, D, E minor, A minor, D. So all of them get two down strums except for the first two. G, D, E minor, 2, A minor, 2, D, 2. The next pattern is almost exactly the same, except we're going to play all major chords. So E instead of E minor, and A instead of A minor. G, D, E, A, D. So we play the first line and the second line. And then we play the first line again and the second line again. And that's the chorus. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me something good. Tell me that you like it, yeah. Tell me something good. Tell me that you like it, yeah. And then we're back to a verse. Got no time is what you're, etc., etc. That's it. Can you believe it? So easy? Not so easy? This one will take some practice. I have trouble with the beginning of the chorus because I always want to play the chords for longer. I always want to play the G and D longer than they last. So it's a little bit tricky, but I think these kind of like long chord progression puzzles are fun. Is that just me? Let me know in the comments below. Are you a nerd for the chord progressions? If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to support the Uke Revolution, you can check me out on Patreon. The link is in the description below. You can get early ad-free access to this YouTube content and exclusive lessons twice a month. This has been another funky lesson from the Uke Revolution, and I will see you next time with another even funkier lesson.